Fool's Day. Um, yeah, what I noticed today, okay, is I'm getting these little, very not I wouldn't say little, but sharp, very specific, sharp jolts of pain um, in certain limbs of my body, whatever I'm using at the time. Okay, it could be anywhere in the body, okay? And this happens once in a while whenever there's a stressful situation. So last night, we found out we were further defrauded $600 from a computer game company. My Visa was defrauded. So last night was kind of chaotic. Um, and yeah, it was a stressful situation. We had to call CIBC for a second time. The first time they said they were going to take care of it. They're going to cancel the card, but the charges kept going through. Even though she said, well, we're going to cancel the card, the charges kept going through. And then on top of that, no news. She told me, she goes, oh, no problem. She kept reassuring me, you're going to get a new card. We're going to send in the mail. So the guy we spoke to last night said, no, I don't see any issuance of a new card here. So that's CIBC for you, definitely. I don't know if any other organizations here are any different, but um, it was a stressful situation, and what I noticed in the since all this very bizarre pain presentation started is once in a while, whenever there's a very stressful situation, could be financial, could be like an argument between my husband and I, could be it used to be like with the teachers bullying us and stuff like that at the elementary schools. Now it's just it happens once in a while whenever there's a stressful situation. So, like last night, for example. Okay. Now, so this morning I noticed it's really hitting this morning. Okay. Now, it's just whenever I make a certain movement, and it doesn't. I've talked about this in my diary. It doesn't make any sense because, like for example, I was making some fettuccine for my son, and I put some soap in here to soak. But I was going like this with the tongs, right? Okay. Now you see what part, I've got this glove from Dollarama on here. I was going like this with the pasta, right, because it was starting to stick. And all of a sudden I started getting these sharp pains. As soon as I go in, the pain hits. It's like somebody's watching me. It's as soon as I go in, this pain strike. It's striking right in that area. Now, the thing is, now this has happened before. I've done the same experiment. So what I did was I quickly, suddenly, not doing the tongs, not going in and doing work, but just for no reason, I just very suddenly I went like this, and there was no pain. I just did an experiment. I went like this a few times. There was no pain. I did that very suddenly all of a sudden after I put the tongs down. Yet when I was using the tongs, when I was doing my work and going like this, all of a sudden pain strikes. Pain, pain, pain. Okay, and now this is, I've noticed this before, okay? And also, the pain, again, the pain has nothing to do with a lot of times it has nothing to do with the parts of the hand I'm using. It happened recently when I was with my husband, and we were arguing about something because the printer, we've got a junkyard of printers and steam cleaners outside. We don't know what to do with them. Um, we don't want them to end up in landfill, and you can't really trust the government because I saw in a documentary that they're only actually disposing of the stuff, only about 25% of the stuff in an environmentally friendly way. We've got a junkyard of printers and that don't work and all that stuff outside. So we were talking about the new printer, and I picked something up. And that day I was getting pains in this finger. I picked something up, but I never moved that finger. I did not move it. I picked it up in a kind of weird way where I just picked it up like with the palm of my hand, but I didn't touch that finger. I didn't move that finger. And all of a sudden the shock of pain hit this finger again, but I never moved it. I never moved it. I kind of scooped it up like this with the palm of my hand. I never moved that finger, and there was a strike of pain in the finger. Well, why would there be a strike of pain in the finger if I never moved it? I never put any pressure on it. Same thing. I was doing the dishes now, finishing off the dishes, and then I noticed I was moving a certain part of my hand, and then a finger. There was a pain. No, it wasn't a finger this time. It was in here. I was kind of just going like this because I got this new glove that I'm kind of happy about, where it has a scrub, right on it, right? So you don't need a scrub. I was kind of going like this, and all of a sudden I went in like this, and all of a sudden a pain hit right in here. But I wasn't moving that at all. I wasn't moving that area at all. Again, like right now, there's no pain. So I did that suddenly. There's no pain. It's only when I'm working. So it's like somebody's watching me. Like when I was doing the spaghetti, it's like it's only when I'm working. So I just moved it now. There's no pain. But yet if I'm working, when I go in, strike, jolt, it hits, right? And same thing with this. So I was using this hand, and then all of a sudden I was getting a pain, like I'm going to take the glove off and show you. So I was getting the pain like right in there, right? Right there. But it doesn't make sense because I wasn't moving it at all. I wasn't moving it at all. I was just going like this, right? And then again, I'm doing it now, and there's no pain. But when I'm working, it strikes. It strikes suddenly. It's just like exactly like the pre-smoking pains, exactly the same. It strikes really suddenly, right? Like a jolt of electricity.